What if I told you that the solutions to almost every problem a man faces lie in lessons from over 2 millennia ago? Welcome back to our channel, where today we're not just exploring philosophy, we're unlocking life-changing secret. In today's journey, we're unveiling 10 Stoic lessons, timeless truths that many men often realize far too late. These lessons aren't just philosophical concepts. They're practical tools to tackle life's toughest challenges, from mastering emotions to navigating change, from understanding the true nature of success, finding inner peace. I urge you to stay with us till the end. Each lesson we're about to share holds equal weight, and the final one might just be the most unexpected and transformative of all. It's something many of us are guilty of overlooking, a lesson that could change the way you view everything. So, if you're seeking answers, growth, or even a new perspective on life, you're in the right place. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. You don't want to miss this enlightening journey. Let's begin. Lesson 1. The power of perspective. Stoicism teaches us that it's not the events themselves that disturb us, but rather our interpretation of these events. Imagine two men stuck in a downpour. One curses the rain, while the other enjoys the soothing sound of raindrops. Same event, different perspectives. The Stoic philosophers, like Epictetus, emphasize that we have the power to choose our perspective. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. He said, "This wisdom is timeless. In our current world, full of unforeseen challenges and rapid changes, the ability to shift our perspective is not just valuable. It's crucial for maintaining mental peace and resilience." So how can we harness this power in our daily lives? It begins with a conscious pause. When confronted with a challenge, take a step back. Ask yourself, is there another way to look at this? Just like a photographer seeks the best angle for a shot, we too can look for a more empowering viewpoint. For instance, seeing a job loss not as a failure, but as an opportunity to pursue a passion or learn new skills. This shift in perspective can transform obstacles into stepping stones. The first step is to recognize when you are reacting negatively to a situation. This requires mindfulness, practice of being aware of your thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. When you notice a negative reaction, pause and take a deep breath. This moment of pause can break the cycle of automatic reactions and give you the space to choose a different response. Next, challenge your initial interpretation of the event. Ask yourself if there is another way to see the situation. Could this challenge be a hidden opportunity? What can you learn from this experience? Shifting your perspective in this way can change your emotional response and open up new possibilities. Finally, practice gratitude. Even in difficult situations, there's often something to be grateful for. By focusing on what you have rather than what you lack, you can cultivate a more positive outlook. This doesn't mean ignoring the negative aspects of a situation, but rather choosing to also see the positive. In conclusion, the Stoic principle that our interpretation of events determines our emotional response is a powerful tool for navigating life's challenges. By practicing mindfulness, challenging negative interpretations, and cultivating gratitude, we can shift our perspective and find peace and resilience in the face of adversity. Lesson 2. Self-discipline and integrity. In a world brimming with temptations and shortcuts, Stoicism calls us to a higher standard, be masters of ourselves. This mastery isn't about restriction, it's about liberation. It's about exercising self-control and aligning our actions with our deepest values. The Stoics were no strangers to the challenges of life. They knew that the key to enduring happiness wasn't found in external accolades or possessions, but in cultivating inner virtues. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, taught that freedom and serenity are achieved not by satisfying our desires, but by controlling them. In today's context, this lesson resonates more than ever. In an age where distractions are a click away and ethical gray areas abound, the need for self-discipline and integrity is paramount. So how do we weave these virtues into the fabric of our daily lives? It starts with small, consistent actions, choosing to wake up early for a morning run, even when the bed feels too comfortable, opting for a nutritious meal over a tempting, unhealthy one, making decisions that align with your values, even when they're not the easiest or most popular choices. These moments of discipline and integrity accumulate, building a life of strength, character, and fulfillment. Embracing self-discipline and integrity is about not just dreaming of the person you want to be, but taking the daily steps to become that person. Each choice you make, each small act of self-control, contributes to a greater sense of inner peace and freedom. It's about understanding that true happiness and fulfillment come from within, from living a life that is true to your values and principles. Stoicism teaches us that we have the power to shape our destiny through our actions and choices. By prioritizing self-discipline and integrity, we cultivate a sense of control and purpose. This not only enhances our personal well-being, but also sets a positive example for others. In a world that often prioritizes immediate gratification, embracing these stoic virtues can feel like a revolutionary act. Ultimately, living a life of self-discipline and integrity is about creating a foundation of inner strength that withstands the inevitable challenges and temptations of life. It's about finding joy in the journey of self-improvement and staying true to the values that define who you are. As you navigate through life's complexities, let these principles guide you, helping you to build a life of authenticity and an enduring happiness. Lesson 3. Futility of material pursuits. In a world that often equates success with material wealth and status, Stoicism offers a refreshing counter-narrative. It teaches us that true, lasting happiness doesn't stem from accumulating possessions or accolades, but rather from cultivating an inner richness. This is a lesson many learn late in life, after years spent in the relentless chase of material gains, only to find themselves standing in the midst of abundance, yet feeling an unshakable sense of emptiness. The Stoic philosophers, from Seneca to Epictetus, understood the fleeting nature of material wealth. They observed how fortunes can be made and lost, and how even the most luxurious possessions could not shield one from life's inherent unpredictability and challenges. Seneca, who experienced both wealth and exile, profoundly noted that true wealth is not having many possessions, but having few wants. In our current era, bombarded by advertisements and societal pressures to have more to be more, this Stoic principle of finding contentment in simplicity and self-sufficiency is more relevant than ever. How do we apply this lesson in our daily lives? It starts with a shift in focus, from external acquisition to internal development. It's about finding joy in simple pleasures, cherishing experiences over possessions, and measuring success not by what we own, by the quality of our character and our relationships. This shift begins with mindfulness, by taking time to appreciate the little things in life. A morning walk, heartfelt conversation, beauty of nature. These simple joys often provide a deeper sense of fulfillment than any material possession. It also involves a conscious effort to value experiences and relationships over physical goods. Investing time in building meaningful connections and creating lasting memories offers a kind of wealth that money cannot buy. Moreover, applying this Stoic principle means redefining our metrics of success. Instead of focusing on how much we earn or what we own, we should consider how we live our values, how we treat others, and how we grow as individuals. True success is reflected in our ability to remain content and resilient in the face of adversity, to find peace within ourselves, regardless of external circumstance. Lesson 4. The importance of personal responsibility. Stoicism teaches us that while we may not control every aspect of our lives, we are unequivocally responsible for our actions and their consequences. This lesson, often learned later in life, highlights a truth many wish they had grasped earlier, that owning our choices is the cornerstone of a life lived with authenticity and accountability. In our modern world where blame shifting and externalizing are rampant, embracing personal responsibility is not just a Stoic virtue, but a beacon of strength and self-empowerment. In practical terms, embracing personal responsibility means acknowledging our role in our successes and failures. It's about facing the consequences of our actions with courage and learning from them. Whether it's in our careers, relationships, or personal goals, taking responsibility empowers us to affect change and grow. It's the acknowledgement that the key to our future lies in our own hands. To apply this Stoic principle in daily life, start by accepting full accountability for your actions. When you make a mistake, resist the urge to blame external factors. Instead, reflect on what you could have done differently and how you can improve moving forward. This practice builds resilience and fosters a growth mindset, turning setbacks into valuable learning experiences. Additionally, recognize the power of your choices in shaping your character and destiny. Each decision, no matter how small, contributes to the person you become. By making conscious, deliberate choices that align with your values and goals, you build a life of integrity and purpose. This proactive approach to life encourages a deeper sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. In relationships, taking responsibility means acknowledging your part in conflicts and working towards resolution. It involves listening actively, apologizing sincerely, and striving to understand the perspectives of others. This level of accountability strengthens bonds and fosters mutual respect and trust. In your career, embracing responsibility means taking ownership of your professional development and performance. Set clear goals, seek feedback, and continuously strive for improvement. By doing so, you demonstrate reliability and initiative, qualities that are highly valued in any field. Ultimately, Stoicism teaches that our power lies in our ability to choose our responses to life's challenges. Lesson 5. Wisdom. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." In today's world, where grudges can be long held and forgiveness is often seen as surrender, the Stoic wisdom of forgiveness stands as a beacon of enlightened self-interest and emotional maturity. Embracing forgiveness in our daily lives means recognizing that every person, including ourselves, is fallible and capable of making mistakes. It's about understanding that forgiveness frees us from the chains of bitterness and allows us to move forward with our lives. Whether it's forgiving a friend who wronged us, a colleague who made a mistake, or even ourselves for our own errors, each act of forgiveness strengthens our character and deepens our capacity for compassion and understanding. Forgiveness is not about condoning harmful behavior, but about freeing ourselves from the emotional burden of resentment. By letting go of grudges, we reclaim our peace of mind and create space for healing and growth. Stoicism teaches us that holding on to anger and resentment harms us more than it affects the person who wronged us. When we forgive, we refuse to let others' actions dictate our emotional state. This act of emotional independence is a powerful form of self-care. It aligns with the Stoic principle that we cannot control others' action, only our responses to them. Practice forgiveness. Start by acknowledging your feelings of hurt or anger. Allow yourself to fully experience these emotions without judgment. Then, consciously decide to let go of the grudge. This may involve having a conversation with the person who wronged you, or simply making a personal commitment to move on. Remember, forgiveness is a process that may take time and repeated effort. In practical terms, embracing forgiveness can transform your relationships and your overall well-being. When you choose to forgive, you set an example for others, promoting a culture of understanding and empathy. This can lead to stronger, more resilient relationships, both personally and professionally. Moreover, forgiving yourself for past mistakes fosters self-compassion, allowing you to learn and grow without the weight of self-recrimination. Incorporating Stoic wisdom into your life through the practice of forgiveness helps you navigate challenges with grace and resilience. It empowers you to rise above pettiness and vindictiveness, embodying the virtues of patience, humility, and kindness. As Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, true revenge lies not in retaliating, but in being unlike those who do wrong. Lesson 6. Acceptance of what you cannot control. Let's travel back in time for a moment to the bustling streets of ancient Rome, where Stoicism flourished. The Stoics, like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius, understood the futility of fretting over life's uncontrollables. They taught that while we can't command the weather, stop the clock, control others' actions, we can master our reactions, our thoughts, and our decisions. Fast forward to today, and this lesson remains just as potent. In our hyper-connected world, bombarded with information and endless shoulds, understanding what we can and cannot control is not just wisdom, it's a survival skill. So how do we apply this ancient wisdom in our modern lives? It starts with a simple yet profound shift in perspective. When faced with a challenging situation, ask yourself, Is this within my control? If it's not, imagine placing it in a balloon and letting it drift away into the sky. This mental practice is not about giving up. It's about investing your energy wisely. It's choosing to water the plants in your garden rather than trying to stop the rain from falling. I remember a time when I was caught in a gridlock of traffic, anxious and frustrated about an important meeting. It dawned on me then, I couldn't control the traffic, no matter how much I wished, but I could control my reaction. So I took a deep breath, turned on some soothing music, and used that time to mentally prepare for the meeting. The result? I arrived calm and centered, turning what could have been a stressful ordeal into a moment of peace. This approach to handling life's uncontrollables can be applied in various aspects of our lives. In relationships, instead of trying to change others, focus on changing how you respond to them. In your career, rather than worrying about market fluctuations or organizational changes, concentrate on improving your skills and adaptability. This shift in mindset frees you from unnecessary stress and empowers you to take constructive action. Furthermore, practicing this Stoic principle helps build resilience. By consistently focusing on what you can control, you strengthen your ability to remain calm and composed under pressure. This resilience not only enhances your personal well-being, but also sets a positive example for others. Incorporating this ancient wisdom into our daily routines can transform how we handle stress and challenges. It teaches us to embrace a proactive rather than reactive stance in life. By letting go of what we cannot control and taking charge of our reactions, we create a sense of inner peace and empowerment. Lesson 7. Living in the present, Stoicism beckons us to anchor ourselves in the now. The here and now is where life happens, where joy is felt, and where peace is found. It's a lesson many learn only when they look back and realize how much of life they've missed by not being truly present. Ancient Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, understood the fleeting nature of time. They knew that dwelling on the past or obsessing over the future was like trying to grasp water. It's futile and leaves you empty-handed. Aurelius wrote, "Do not waste the remaining part of your life in thoughts about others. Be content with the present." His words resonate more than ever in today's fast-paced world, where our minds are often elsewhere, not in the moment where they belong. So how do we practice this in our daily lives? It starts with mindfulness, the practice of being fully engaged with whatever we're doing at the moment, free from distraction or judgment. Mindfulness can be as simple as savoring your morning coffee, fully immersing yourself in a conversation, or just feeling the sun on your skin. By being present, we give ourselves the gift of experiencing life as it unfolds in its full richness and beauty. This conscious effort to remain in the present moment can significantly enhance our overall well-being. Consider the simple act of savoring your morning coffee. Instead of rushing through it or letting your mind wander to the day's tasks, take a moment to truly taste the coffee. Feel its warmth and appreciate the quiet start to your day. This small practice can ground you and set a positive tone for the rest of the day. When engaging in conversations, practice active listening. Give the person your full attention without planning your response while they are speaking. This not only shows respect, but also deepens your connections with others and enriches your interactions. Even mundane tasks can be opportunities for mindfulness. While washing dishes or taking a walk, focus on the sensations and movements involved. Notice the feeling of the water on your hands or the rhythm of your steps. These moments of awareness can transform ordinary activities into opportunities, peace, and contentment. Mindfulness also involves letting go of judgments about yourself and your experiences. Accept things as they are without labeling them as good or bad. This acceptance can reduce stress and increase your sense of inner calm. Lesson 8. Embracing change. While many view change with apprehension or resistance, Stoicism invites us to see it through a lens of growth and opportunity. This ancient philosophy teaches us that change is not just inevitable, but it is also the fertile ground from which new opportunities sprout. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, were no strangers to the relentless tide of change. They observed how seasons change without fail and how empires rise and fall. understanding that change is the universe's way of manifesting its dynamism. Aurelius, in his Meditations, reflected on how life is opinion, shaped largely by our perceptions and reactions to change. Stoicism doesn't just ask us to accept change, it urges us to welcome it as an old friend, knowing well that it brings with it the seeds of new growth. In practical terms, embracing change means viewing each shift in our lives, be it minor or monumental, as an opportunity for self-discovery and development. It's about finding the silver lining in unexpected situations. Lost your job? It's an opportunity to pursue a career you're truly passionate about. Ended a relationship? It's a chance to rediscover your individual strengths and desires. By embracing change, we align ourselves with life's natural rhythm, making us resilient and adaptable. Consider how you might apply this perspective in your daily life. When faced with a significant change, rather than reacting with fear or resistance, take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself what potential opportunities this change might bring. For example, a job loss might initially seem devastating, but it can also open the door to exploring new industries, acquiring new skills, or even starting your own business. Embracing change also involves a shift in mindset. Instead of seeing change as a threat to your stability, view it as an essential aspect of personal and professional growth. Each change, whether positive or negative, carries lessons that contribute to your development. By approaching change with curiosity and openness, you transform potential obstacles into stepping stones. Moreover, embracing change enhances your resilience. When you accept that change is a constant part of life, you become better equipped to handle future uncertainty. This adaptability not only reduces stress, but also empowers you to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and confidence. Lesson 9. Managing emotions. Contrary to popular belief, Stoicism doesn't advocate for the suppression of emotions. Instead, it teaches us to understand and navigate them effectively. Mastering our emotions is not about denying them, but about acknowledging, understanding, and guiding them constructively. The Stoics, like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius, recognize that while emotions are integral to our existence, unmanaged emotions can cause turmoil. They advised standing firm and understanding the nature and impact of our feelings. In today's stressful world, this Stoic approach is essential. Practice it. Start with self-awareness. Recognize and name your emotions and understand their triggers. Instead of reacting impulsively, pause and consider a response that aligns with your values and goals. Techniques like deep breathing, journaling, and open conversations can help process and understand emotions. Stoicism teaches that emotions, while powerful, don't have to control us. By developing self-awareness and using these techniques, we can navigate our emotions effectively, reduce turmoil, and lead more balanced, fulfilling lives. Ultimately, mastering our emotions means integrating them healthfully and constructively, allowing us to live authentically and purposefully. Lesson 10. Value of wisdom and knowledge. The great Stoic philosophers, from Marcus Aurelius to Seneca, were voracious learners and astute observers of life. They saw wisdom as the highest virtue, a beacon that guides us through life's seas. Aurelius, in his Meditations, constantly sought to understand the world and his place in it, using knowledge as a tool for personal betterment and societal contribution. In our current era, where information is abundant yet true wisdom is scarce, the Stoic emphasis on discerning knowledge and reflective learning is more pertinent than ever. Incorporating this lesson into our lives means fostering a mindset of curiosity and an appetite for learning. It's about embracing the joy of discovering new ideas, reflecting on our experiences, and seeking deeper understanding. Whether it's through books, nature, art, or conversations, every moment holds the potential for learning. Wisdom is not just about intellectual pursuits. It's about applying what we learn to become better human beings. Another crucial Stoic teaching is the strength in forgiveness. Stoicism teaches us that holding on to grudges and resentment is akin to carrying a heavy burden. It hinders our journey towards tranquility and happiness. Many realize too late in life that forgiveness is not an act of weakness, but a profound display of strength and a pathway to inner peace. The Stoics understood the corrosive effect of anger and resentment on the soul. Philosophers like Epictetus emphasize the importance of letting go of bitterness, not for the sake of others, but for our own well-being. By combining the Stoic virtues of wisdom and forgiveness, we can navigate life's challenges with greater resilience and peace. Cultivating a lifelong love of learning enriches our minds, while practicing forgiveness frees our hearts. Together, these principles help us lead more balanced, fulfilling lives, aligned with the timeless wisdom of the Stoics. These 10 lessons can lead to a more fulfilling, balanced life. What other Stoic principles do you find valuable? Share in the comments below. If you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, keep growing and stay stoic.